Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jamila and I love all things beauty. I love all things makeup. I love all things skincare. And I especially love sharing my tips and tricks for how to find high-end and luxury beauty products at bargain prices. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I would absolutely love if you would consider subscribing and joining the fam. Okay, so I have a fun tag today and I actually got the idea to do this from watching Kelsey Brianna J's video, and it is the beauty resolutions tag. Now this was originally created by Mel, I think in 2020, not sure, but Mel I believe was the originator of this tag, and what better time to do some resolutions than now, right? So this will probably go up at the beginning of 2023, so yeah. Let's just dive into these questions. I will have all the questions linked down below. I will also have Kelsey Brianna J's video, her original video linked. As you all know, she did create a new channel because she'd been having some issues with her original channel. So make sure you head over to her new channel and subscribe there because her old channel is like archived basically. It still exists. You can still watch her videos there, but she's not going to be uploading there going forward. So make sure you head over to her channel and check her new video. Now, all of the questions will be in the description box below. So if you want to do this for yourself, go ahead. And let's just dive in. Let me just say this too, though. I didn't prepare for this at all. Normally, I like to do a little bit of scripting, figure out, and think things through. I didn't do none of that. So we're just diving in like straight up here. So let's see how this goes. Okay. So the first question is something that you regularly do in your makeup routine that you will try to stop. That's a hard one. Got it. You know what I do all the time? Like, I'll come on here, and even in my real life, I will be like, okay, I need to do some eyeshadow. And in my mind, I will have like a very, very basic design where it's like, okay, one crease shade or one transition shade, an outer corner shade, and then a lid shade. And then come time to do the actual look, I start adding, like, let me add a shade here, let me add a shade there. I need 2 shimmers, I need 2 this, I need 2 that. And by the time that I'm done, I've spent like 30 plus minutes on eyeshadow. And I think I really want to stop doing that much because sometimes it's just too much. Like, you don't need 6, 7 plus shades. You don't even need 5 shades. And I think that sometimes it's just too much. And I get excited and I'm like, oh, I want to try this shade. And instead of me just trying that shade in another look, I'm just like, I'm just going to put it on this eye and see where it goes. Now, granted, sometimes some of my best looks come out because I just like threw some stuff together on the eyes that I wasn't planning on. But it does take a lot of time, and I think I need to be a little bit more strategic in when I'm doing my looks so that I don't end up spending so much time creating these looks that are just too much when I can just get really nice, simple, beautiful looks and just go forward with that. So that's kind of the goal. I just feel like I've been doing too much. It takes a lot of time. Time is money, and I'm trying to be, in 2023, I really do want to be more strategic with the way in which I utilize my time going into the new year, because I have so many different things that I want to do, so many different priorities, that to be quite fair and quite frank, makeup and all of this is going to take not necessarily a back seat, but it's going to have its set amount of time. I just can't willy-nilly spend hours doing this anymore. It's unsustainable. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't work for my life. So that was real long-winded. Okay, a brand you will try for the first time. Now, this is a hard question because in 2022, I've tried a lot of brands. And I actually do have a video that I'm planning to film on the brands that I'm letting go of in 2023 because I tried so many new formulas, so many new brands, and there's just too much for me to try to keep up with that I need to let some things go. I just can't try every single brand on the market, and I don't want to. So there's that. But a brand that I want to try for the first time in 2023, you know what I want to try? Auric Beauty. I know that they have that glow primer thing that's kind of similar to the Charlotte Tilbury and the e.l.f. and they do have those like single pot shadows, and I saw my friend Quaybones Colin, they used the Auric products, and it looked beautiful. It looked absolutely stunning. So that is a brand that I have had on my wish list to try, and I think it's definitely one that I'd be willing to try because it's more than just eyeshadow. I think that where I am like makeuped out is on the eyeshadow market and all of the different eyeshadow formulas, but Auric Beauty has different products that I am pretty interested in, so I definitely want to give that a try. Okay, a brand you will let go in 2020. There's a lot. Like I said, I will have a whole video on this, but I'm gonna give you all two, which will come as no surprise. ColourPop and Unearthly Cosmetics. I have decided those two formulas don't work for me. I don't like it. I don't want it. I'm ready to let it go. And all of it. Like, I don't care for ColourPop's eyeshadow formula. I don't care for their complexion products. I just don't care about ColourPop anymore. So that is a brand that I'm 100% letting go. And Unearthly Cosmetics is pretty much only their eyeshadows that I've ever tried. And I just realized the formula is not for me. So, peace. But yeah, that's a brand that I'm definitely letting go of. Two brands I'm letting go of in 2023. Next question is, what makeup technique would you like to learn or try once? Graphic liner. I have always loved the way graphic liner looks and the way in which, you know, people will do like graphic liner and then fill it in with shadows. But it's not something that I have ever tried to do or like, you know, pushed myself to try something new. And I think it's something that I definitely want to do. I know a lot of you guys have always said that I have a lot of lid space to play with, and it's true. I don't have hooded eyes. I have like a lot of, I don't know if this is a bad thing, but I have a lot of lid space. And I feel like I have a really good eye shape to do graphic liner, to get a little bit more adventurous with my looks. It's just that a lot of times when I'm creating looks, it's like I'm wearing it to work, I'm wearing it out. And graphic liner is not something that I would wear to like anywhere. But I do want to give it a try because I feel like it could be cute, it could be a vibe, it could be a look, and I think that depending on my skill and my technique, I could get to the point where it could be something that I could wear out and not just like for a video, you know? So that's something that I want to try. I just have to figure out what I need to do that, like special brushes, and I will definitely be watching some tutorials. So if you all know the, you know, people who do graphic liner that I should probably follow, let me know because I need a couple tutorials on that. The next question is, what is a product that you will leave in 2020? I have decluttered a lot of products. So what will I leave in 2020? Okay, so this is more skincare than it is makeup, but I think it's fine because this is all beauty. I am going to leave my Clinique cleansing balm in 2020. Now, hear me out. I do have a backup of the cleansing balm in my backup drawer, so I'm going to finish using that up, and it will finish in 2020. But in terms of the actual product, I think I'm just done with it. I said in a previous video that I discovered the Vanilla & Co. Cleansing balm, and I think that it just cleans better. Like, the more that I've used it, the longer that I've used it, the more that I realize that it does a better job at specifically breaking down my eye makeup, my mascara, getting all of that stuff off. And it's cheaper, and I get more product. So because I found a product that works better than the Clinique, I'm gonna leave the Clinique in 2022 because I don't need to keep buying it. Granted, if I do find it on like super clearance at the CCO, I might pick it up because it's not a bad product. It still works. It still does what it needs to do, but I've just found a better one at a cheaper price. So there's that. But that one, we will retire that one and move on to better in 2023. The next question is, what is a product that you will give a second chance to? I thought about this one a little bit because for the most part, I give a lot of products second chances. I don't tend to like try a product, decide I don't like it, and then just like let it go. I usually give it a couple of chances and then I realize, okay, this just isn't working for me. But the one that came to mind for me is the Lisa Eldridge eyeshadow palettes. Hear me out. If you watched my video, you know that I like those eyeshadow palettes. I think they are absolutely beautiful. I think that they are stunning. I think that they are gorgeous. I have no complaints or no issues there. The thing that I don't like about Lisa's eyeshadow formula, well, not even formula, but about her eyeshadow, is the price. And I think that is what I was like resigned to, like, I don't need any more. because when I tried eyeshadow formula, I was like, okay, this is nice, this is cute. Got a little cream to matte thing, some nice shimmers, fine. Yeah, but I can get that same effect from other shadows that I have in my collection. So why would I spend $68 on a 6-pan eyeshadow palette when I can get similar looks using other products? Like, I didn't think that her formula was anything revolutionary to the point where it was like, this is super unique in my collection. No one would be able to tell, or I wouldn't be able to dupe this out with anything else. So when I finished that video, I was like, okay, I'm glad I got it and I tried it, but I don't think I'm gonna buy it anymore because it's really expensive and I don't think that it's worth the price. That being said, the palette that I received only had some of her formula, so it didn't have all of the formulas that she created, and I do kind of want to try the other formulas to see if there's anything else there. And I know that she's coming up with these empty palettes so that you can kind of build your own palette using the eyeshadows that she have. So I am willing to give Lisa Eldridge eyeshadow another chance in 2023 and see if it's something that, like, if my mind changes, because I really only have the one palette. I've only tried it once and I liked it. I loved the way the look came out, but it was also the most colorful palette. I didn't get to try any of her like neutral shades, and I didn't get to try all the formulas. So I want to give it another try, just see if I can completely write it off. But that might be one of those brands that dies in 2023. But I'm gonna give it one more chance. Just one, maybe. We'll see. Okay, a resolution for your YouTube channel. I think I just want consistency. Just consistency. I would love to be able to consistently upload 2 to 3 times a week, and I just want to grow. I want to continue to grow my platform here, and that comes with me being consistent and putting up content that you all like. So that's kind of where I'm at with that, and I'll probably do like a deeper video talking about this. But when it comes to this channel, like, I'm not a review channel, and I know that this year it got to the point where I was doing a lot of reviews. I was trying a lot of makeup, specifically eyeshadow, and I was purchasing a lot, and I can't do that in 2023. Like, I can't afford to spend the amount of money that I did this year on makeup, and I don't want to. Like, when I did my eyeshadow basket of shame video, something just like flipped in my brain where I was like, but what in the hell? Like, I just felt really irritated with myself because I had so much eyeshadow palettes in that basket of shame that I hadn't touched, some of which had been sitting in my collection for a year. And at this point, it's been over a year. Like, my big Natasha Denona palettes, they've been in my collection for over a year because I purchased them last Black Friday. It is December of 2022. So that really, really irritated me. I personally have never enjoyed wasting money. I don't know if anybody enjoys wasting money, but I am very conscious of the fact that I work really hard for my money, and I want to put it into things that I enjoy, but I also want to be able to use it. And if I were to add up all of the palettes that I had that I didn't use, you know how much flights I could be catching? I could be on a plane somewhere enjoying myself. I spent thousands, and I can say this out loud because I've come to terms with it. I've spent thousands of dollars this year on makeup, and you know, some of it I purchased for the purpose of, oh, I'll review it on my channel. Never did videos on it, and it just kind of sat there and still is sitting here, and that's not something that I want to do in 2022. I really want to get to the point where I am able to talk about makeup without having to purchase it, able to use the things that I have in my collection, able to create discourse and conversation around the makeup industry without having to buy the new. So that is kind of what I would love my channel to go in the direction of, you know, just conversations, talking about new products and all that other jazz without having to purchase these new products all the time, and then continuing to grow and continuing to have like this community just be more, because I really do appreciate every single one of you guys that watch my content, and I want to make sure that I create a space for us to just continue to have these conversations, but not get to the point where it feels like, okay, you have to buy everything that releases and you have to try every new formula and every new brand on the market. Okay, question number 8 is, do you have any skincare resolutions? Honestly, not really. Well, I take it back. So I do want to get some laser hair removal. And when it comes to skincare, I have spent thousands of dollars on my skin. I've said this before in previous videos, that like I had really good skin as a kid growing up, and then I came to the US, and when I turned like 24, 25, my skin just kind of exploded. I had really bad hormonal acne. I got it all on my face, my chest, and my back. Like, it's really hard to tell now because I've spent the last 5-6 years of my life and thousands of dollars on dermatologists and prescription products getting my skin back to where it is now. So I've gotten into this very, very consistent routine with my skin where I can very easily, you know, where my skincare regimen for both night and day is pretty set. I have, like, you know, the tweaks that I make based on the season. So my skin is really nice. But I have noticed that I am getting like hair in areas where there don't need to be hair. So I do want to get some laser hair removal. And the last time I had a conversation with my dermatologist, one of the things that she said to me is that the excess hair could be as a result of PCOS or like a hormonal imbalance. And I did go see my OBGYN and I talked to them about it. Did not really love the care that I got with that OBGYN. Side tangent. My original OBGYN actually moved, so I got put with this other doctor, and I don't really like that one. So I felt like she wasn't really listening to what I was saying to help me figure out, do I have PCOS? Is that what's causing excess hair and all the other stuff? So I am looking for a new OBGYN. Now, my dermatologist, on the other hand, it is a black woman, and I specifically tried to find a black dermatologist because our skincare needs are very, very different, and I think that she understands and can have that conversation. So when she talked to me about the excess hair, she talked to me about PCOS, but then she also talked to me about laser hair removal as an option. Now, in case you didn't know, people of color, if you have deeper, darker skin, if you are black, you will likely need a different laser to get laser hair removal because you can't use the same laser. And she explained all of that to me, that you have to go to a specific, like, you have to go to someone who specifically has the laser for dark skin and black skin. So the other thing she explained to me too was that laser hair removal only works on dark hair. So like, and not dark hair as in like it has to be black or brown or whatever. But if you start graying and you start having gray hair, the laser doesn't work on gray hair. At least that's what she explained to me. So she said that if I do want to get laser hair removal, I have to do it before my hair starts turning gray. Now, I'm 30, about to be 31 in a couple of days. So gray hairs can pop up at any time, right? So I'm at the point where I can, you know, gray hairs can pop up. So getting laser hair removal is one of the things that I have been looking into for 2023. Obviously, this is considered cosmetic, so it would be an expense I would be paying for myself. But, you know, I think it'd be worth it. I definitely think it would be worth it, especially because it's meant to be a permanent process. So it's best I do it now where I can do something about it than wait until I have gray hair and it just doesn't work and I have to continuously be plucking little hairs. So that was real long-winded, but that is my skincare goal for 2023. So the next question is, what is a YouTube beauty challenge you will partake in? I don't even know of any YouTube beauty challenges. Like, I don't. Like, this is a question that I really don't think I could answer because I don't know what the challenges are. Depending on what comes up, I would be willing to, you know, do it if there's like a tag or whatever the case is. But I don't think there's anything that I want to challenge or any challenges that I know on YouTube that I would be taking part in. And then the last question is a beauty habit that you need to stop this year. And I want to take it back to what I said about buying products that I am not using. I went into 2022 with a goal of making sure that I use every eyeshadow palette in my collection at least once. Failed horribly and added even more palettes to the list of products that I haven't used. And that is one thing that I want to bring back in 2023 is that I need to have used every single eyeshadow palette in my collection at least once. And you know what? Whatever doesn't work for me, I need to get rid of it. When I did an inventory a couple months ago, I had over 300 palettes. Nobody needs 300 eyeshadow palettes. It's absolutely impossible to use all of that. Even if I used one palette every day, like with weekends off, I still would not go through my entire collection. So I did a pretty big purge, and you would have seen that in my declutter video, where I got rid of palettes that I knew I wasn't going to use again. Palettes that I didn't even use at all, but I knew like, okay, you just bought this because it was on sale and you're never going to use it. Like, and I got rid of it. And I really want to not purchase a bunch of new products in 2023. I don't want to keep buying eyeshadow palettes with like, oh, I'll review this for my channel, or, you know, oh, this is cute, it's on sale, let me buy it. Like, that is one thing that I'm like done with. I'm not just buying products because it's on sale. And y'all know I love a sale and I get caught up in a sale really easily, but I kind of keep this amount of products in my collection. So that's really my, you know, my thought process for my collection going forward, is that one, I want to be more thoughtful about the products that I bring into my collection, and I also want to use my collection a little bit more. I want to make sure that I'm getting full use out of it and really like diving into, is this a product that I'm keeping just because I have all of the collection, or do I really like it? Do I want to keep using it? Like that type of stuff. I feel like I've come to this point in my life where I am overwhelmed with everything in terms of like all of the things that I own. I have too much things. I'm gonna say that again. I have too much things. Just too much things in my life that are taking up space, that are making me feel suffocated. Like too much of everything. Too much makeup, too much handbags, too much shoes, too much... I just need to like have less in order for me to have peace. So that's the plan, is less for peace. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Huge thanks to like Kelsey for doing this tag. I know she did it in collab with Samantha Mott, so check out both of their videos. And huge thanks to, you know, Mel, bless her soul, for, you know, creating this tag. I love doing tag videos because it just means I get to talk, and I'm hella chatty. Y'all already know that, but it is what it is. Anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out if you haven't already joined. If you haven't already done so, because you want to join this family, okay? We are a vibe. We are a good time. Is a vibe over here. And as always, thank you guys so very much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!